Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. Say good morning, Shauna, Jan, Lane. Wonderful to see you guys here today. Yeah, it is a rainy day. I hope everybody is staying dry. Yeah, Jan, it's good to see that you are out and about in a parking lot in Dawsonville. I hope that you are remaining dry. So good morning to everybody here. Yeah, we're here to do the same thing we do every morning, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pull a card off the top of the deck, ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we do this, we are building into our own lives and ultimately are choosing the course of our consciousness today. So let's have some fun. Let's pull a card and say that today I am diligent. I am diligent. I continuously learn and improve. So I am diligent. I continuously learn and improve. Are you diligent? You are diligent. You continuously learn and improve. I'm going to write that down in the comments. I encourage you guys to do the same thing as we affirm today that we are diligent and that we continuously learn and improve. Let me tell you. uh, Spelling continuously at 9 o'clock in the morning. It was easier to spell when I wrote this card up, which was probably at 3 o'clock in the morning when I was typically making these things. I was like, how do you spell continuously? It's right there in front of me. And there's a lot of like NOUS in there. But anyways, I am diligent, and you are as well. We continuously learn and improve, and today I've learned and improved how to spell continuously because that took a hot second. Anyways, the fact is that we are diligent people, and that ultimately the power that we have in life comes from just sticking to the things that are most important to us. That we get better when we just continue to work at things. We get better when we take the lessons that we learned yesterday and apply them to the problems of today. We get better, and we continuously learn and improve. So I am diligent today, and you are diligent as well. And diligence is really just about doing the things that we have committed to do. I was talking with a friend last night about about how to be, really just how to get better at anything and how to be successful at anything. And one of the things that we discussed was that being successful at anything is a matter of doing two things, which is number one, making promises, and number two, delivering on those promises. And so just saying what we're going to do and then doing what we say that we're going to do. And my friend was talking about how he basically had a little saying that he lives by in his business, which is under promise and over deliver. And we got to the point we were talking about, just both of us had been and currently are really in the position where we train other people how to do their jobs. And one of the things that came up was we talked about whenever it is that we are doing something, or whatever it is that we're in some kind of a position of informational authority. So I was talking about how when I used to train tour guides, how the tour guides would know what the conditions were. The tour guides would know what to expect on any given day because the tour guides did it every single day. And so while conditions would change every single day, the guides would, by and large, have a lot more information about it than the tourists would. And so I talked about how one of the things I trained them to do was to set expectations a little bit lower than they knew they could deliver. And so if they could deliver one thing, basically promise 80% of that thing. And then of course the guests would always be pleasantly surprised. But of course, how could you do that unless you accept with experience? That stuff comes with experience. That stuff comes from recognizing patterns and then being able to intuit what's going to go on based on those patterns. And really, that's what diligence is all about. When we do research, it's in the word research. We are searching again things that we think that we already know, in order to find new patterns and new modalities of understanding. And so I am diligent today. You are as well. I think about the wake up call, and I was thinking about it this morning, and just how, like, I've been doing this for years now, and how I'm diligent at doing it. I wake up every morning and I do it, and it therefore has the intended effect on my life, which is to give me a good reason to get out of bed every morning, uh, which was the primary reason that I did this. And so I was thinking about how, in the course of doing the wake up call, I've learned a whole lot about myself and about my own patterns and about the way that I work as a human being, that have helped me to do a lot better in life now than I was doing a couple of years back. And so I am diligent, and you are as well. And together we continuously learn and improve. I think about the words that we say every single morning, how we have these empowering I am statements, and how these empowering I am statements are things that are stuck inside of my head. They're just like cement in there, so that whenever something happens that causes me to question my abilities, or that makes it so that I'm, whenever something happens that is difficult in my own life, I can I can fall back on these statements and that I've affirmed for every single day for, gosh, just probably a little bit over 3 years now. And how that daily practice, that diligent daily practice, has given me such a tremendous leg up. So I am diligent, and you are as well, and we continuously learn and improve. And so let's do that today. Let's recognize the patterns in our life, and let's uh, let's learn from the mistakes that we made yesterday, the mistakes that we made a week ago, a year ago, and let's improve on what we learned yesterday. Let's take what we learned yesterday and just take it ever so slightly farther, so that when something comes up in our lives to challenge our sense of understanding or our sense of well-being, that we have the necessary tools in order to just come out on top. All right, I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. It's a rainy day. I hope everybody stays dry. But good morning again to Lane and to Jan. Good morning to Shauna. Good to see you here today. Let's see. Looks like you three were the only ones who left comments this morning. I do see that I have some folks who are watching us on Twitch and on YouTube. So good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for coming and watching the Wake Up Call. I'll return tomorrow at 9 a.m. For another one of these, because I am diligent and I continue to do it. Good morning, Dan. Wonderful to see you here today. But yeah, I'll return tomorrow at 9 a.m. with another one of these. Thank you guys so much for being here. Until then, this is your up to the moment reminder that I love you, I care about you, I believe in you, and I know that you have what it takes to achieve the big things that you have that you're dreaming of right now. Until we meet again, my beautiful friends, aloha from paradise.